This is Dave at CarTitles.com, Title Recovery Service. So you have a vehicle, for some reason you don't have a title, and you're not exactly sure how to go about getting one. Well, if you have had that title in your name before, it's a pretty straightforward process of going down to the DMV and asking for a duplicate. However, in most cases, the people who we come in contact with did not have the vehicle title or registration in their name previously. And if that's the case, it could be a difficult process. Look, there are 50 different states, 50 different titling processes, and each one is outlined in detail. The problem is you're not going to know which state has the jurisdiction or authority, or which state can help you get the title to your vehicle. The first thing that we do as a title recovery agency is to do an investigation of the vehicle to find out that history of ownership and the chain of ownership. And from there, we can take a look and see which processes in which state or multiple states are the best legal way to get a replacement title for that vehicle. And in many cases, it may not be the most straightforward method, because some states have restrictions on issuing titles for vehicles where the title is no longer issued in that person's name. The bottom line is that you have a vehicle, which is no good until you have one of these. You need a title for the vehicle in your name to be able to sell it, register it, or insure it. The process for doing a vehicle title recovery, even for a professional like our organization, can be up to 20 to 30 man-hours worth of research, processing, and investigation. So it's something that is a professional service that might be needed in order to get your title recovered. The important thing to look at is we don't use a bonded title process. We don't use a mechanics lien process. Both of those processes have drawbacks. A mechanics lien process, it's been covered before, requires that the car actually be in a repair shop and the repair bills not have been made by the owner, and then it has to go for public auction. It's not designed to get you a title for a car which you already own. It's designed to get a garage a title that they can give out when they auction off the car. If very certain procedures are not followed, that title may be invalid. Meaning that if they don't auction off the car to the highest bidder, which doesn't have to be you, it means that if they don't put ads in the newspaper advertising that auction, and it means if they don't sign an affidavit saying this car was brought in by the actual owner and the repair bill was not paid, then that title may not be valid. A bonded title just means that you're going to beg the state to give you a title based on your commitment to put up a bond in case the actual owner shows up later and says, hey, that's my car, they can take the car back. Right? So you don't want to have a bonded title, because that title is also branded by the state. So when you're getting advice about getting a vehicle title recovered, take a look at your situation, talk to your provider to make sure they're not using bonded title, make sure they're not using mechanics liens, make sure they're doing a good background investigation on the vehicle to make sure that no prior owners or lien holders are going to pop up out of the woodwork and say, hey, that's my car, give it back, or you owe me money.